All right, everyone, here we go with a new moon reading. These are always very powerful, my moon readings. They're always quite popular as well. Well, this one here is damn powerful. I'm going to tell you, it might be underrated by some, but I'm not really sure. I'm not going to underrate it, that's for sure. This is the new moon in Pisces. It kicks off Pisces season. It is activated by Saturn, the taskmaster, which might throw, well, Saturn doesn't always throw a wet blanket on things, but it's a bit like the teacher walking back in the room after he or she been out of it for a while. You know how the kids behave and things like that. But mine used to come in and flick the lights for some reason. Anyway, I always was the sign to be quiet. I don't know if anybody else at school did that, if that's even a thing. Well, Saturn's coming to flick the lights. But in that energy, it's an energy where imagination returns, dreams return. Well, you know, dreams, they could become reality. Right? We've seen a lot of that in recent readings with the Ten of Cups. You know, someone wanting to bring dreams into reality. Well, this is Pisces season here. This time around is an energy where that can happen. It's like I said, this new moon in Pisces is activated by Saturn, the taskmaster, the teacher, the great lessons and things like that. But Saturn also moves into Pisces during Pisces season, around the 7th of March. So right at the top of March, Saturn moves into Pisces. So it's beyond just an alignment between the new moon and Saturn. It's just an amazing energy, and my pre-shuffle shows it. So pay attention to your dreams. Figure out what it is you're dreaming about. You know, kind of get them straight and get them sorted. Sometimes they can be scattered. So hey, you know, this is an all signs reading. It doesn't matter what your sign is. This is straight up energy reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Lovechero, you're here for a reason. Technically, this reading is timeless because you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. The energy of this runs right up through Saturn moving into Pisces. And I will pull on that specifically, but right now we get a little Saturn anyway because it's activating this new moon. And it's very powerful. I'm going to skip ahead here in the pre-shuffle. We're going to talk about the pre-shuffle, but I'm going to skip ahead to what's bookending the Empress. That's the Empress. Bookending it in the pre-shuffle is the Emperor. Okay? It's the Emperor. Listen, it's new moons are about new beginnings anyway, fresh start. Let's do it. This is all about imagination and dreams that can become reality. Imagination, your imagination, creatives are going to thrive under this particular Pisces season. This is about the Emperor and the Empress. It's about a divine couple. This whole reading is about the Emperor and the Empress. And it's just, and what's interesting about this is the Emperor is sometimes associated, one of the cards that's associated with Saturn in particular. It can be. It's usually Aries kind of a thing and fire and all that kind of stuff, but it does have some Saturn influence that goes along with it. That said, it's the Empress crossed by the Three of Cups. Somebody wanting to open up to this. Somebody's energy of Empress energy opening up within them as well. But it's really, here I got 10 swords crossed by 9 cups. This is just surface energy. On the surface is the Emperor and the Empress. The in-between is the story, right? Somebody here has realized is realizing, because of Saturn's influence, right? Okay? Realizing that they've put 10 swords in their happiness, right? The environmental energy around them is happiness, but it's really they've been sitting in something that's over, something that's toxic. The devil, the goat with its feet on fire, right? It's crossed by the 5 of Swords. Short-sightedness, self-sabotage. Saturn is showing all of this. And what's weird about this energy is at the same time, showing the Emperor all of this, of course, at the same time all that's happening, there's a lot of dreams, there's a lot of, it's a very, oh, I don't like using the word, it sounds a little rainbow bright, but I will. It's a little magical. It's kind of a magical time. It's a period of what I would call completeness. It's an energy that I would label completeness. And with that, we actually act on the lessons. And I see that happening here. I, at the very least, see an emperor who just realizes the toxin and just, again, looking at all of this stuff. And I have a conversation here between the emperor and the empress. Now, that energy can read many different ways, and this is just the surface. We'll see where the reading goes. This could be a communication that you get from the person, or it could be a communication because the balance is coming up in the Emperor, a conversation with themselves about all of this crap. Okay, and this is crap here in the middle. This poor little 9 of Cups, this beautiful card, is surrounded by 10 swords, a devil, and a 5 swords. All right, let's see where we go here. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do this. Very cool. Very cool. Dare I say, it will be one of my favorite new moons of the year for sure. This time period. It's very nice. I don't label a lot of energies completeness energy. When I say completeness energy, I mean it's things that you can everything feels different. Everything feels like you're living in a dream world, but they're dreams that you could make a reality. We say that a lot about these runners sometimes, you know. It's like we often say, why spank bank somebody that you can pick up a phone and call? And then you don't have to. You can have the real thing. It's a bit like that, except it's with dreamy energy. You know, Saturn puts a reality on things. So let's see where we go. Let's see. Let's shuffle the deck. This first card out is before the cut. That's why the fuck are we here? Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of all affecting energies and the new moon is what I'm asking. The new moon in Pisces. Why are we here? What did I say? Dreamy energy. Didn't I just say that? Rewind. Didn't I say it? 6 of Cups. Yeah. Nostalgia that you can't place. Past life energy coming in. It's nostalgia. It's dreamy. It's yummy. Can I use that word? It is. It's that kind of energy. It's somebody here just, if your person's not a daydreamer, usually they will be. And what are they daydreaming about? Whatever this 6 of Cups is, the past, things they could have had, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm telling you, because the cut cards back up the pre-shuffle, they're dreaming about the Empress. That's what they're doing. And that Empress energy is definitely up. And that's why a lot of that imagination and dreams and magic can kind of come into somebody who usually doesn't have it. You know, they usually dismiss it and push it away. What comes after the cut? Yeah. This is going to be one of those Steve's upright readings, for sure. It's a Knight of Cups. Yeah. It's a very real card. The Knight of Cups is a very real energy coming towards, right? They want to go, not just about feeling the nostalgia of the 6 of Cups and feeling the connection and feeling the Empress. They actually physically want to feel the Empress. Okay? That's what this is. You realize with Saturn's about logic and things like that. It's in reality, making them realize that those dreams can become a reality. They can stay in that state. Right? All right. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck here. Let's do it. One final shuffle. Give me the soulmate cycle. So this is where we're at. This is what it is. It's going to be one of those rainbow bright readings. It's not going to be all roses and rainbows here, though. Saturn is the taskmaster. It is the teacher. And we don't always like what teachers have to say or therapists have to say or whatever. Saturn's a bit of a therapist, too. All right. Let's see. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of all influencing energies and the new moon in Pisces. Oh, I've been waiting to pull this reading. It's so nice. Okay. Very interesting. The overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is the 6 of Pentacles. It is, normally I would say it's somebody who wants to give to this. They breadcrumbed, now they want to give the full loaf or something cheeky like that. This is a gratitude energy. It's a generosity. No, it's gratitude. Why is this here? What's fueling this? Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody here who normally moves very fast and glazes over things. I'm reading the incoming energy. Roles can be reversed. Okay, this energy affects you too. And we'll figure that out. You know, I'm sure there's going to be an extended here, so we'll figure that out. We'll see how these energies affect you. But on the incoming energy, somebody who usually runs, they glaze over things. All the magic comes in and they just dismiss it. You know, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to be feeling this. All that stuff. It's like suspended animation. And that jives with me calling this period of time, this Pisces season, completeness energy. Under my definition, it's a category that I put energy in myself. So I should explain that under my definition of completeness energy, everything seems to go slower. Everything's very magical of everything, but you're absorbing all the information because it seems like it's going slower. A week can feel like a month. but it's not something you dislike, and not in a bad way, right? So that's what this is. All right, it is, and there's a bit of a gratitude energy attached to that. It's very strange. Oh, this is going to be one of those readings. I had to check the screen to make sure we didn't freeze. Okay, right here is the energy around the connection. Right here is how your person's behaving in the 3D under this energy. Wow. Here's the soul right here. Can't wait to see that. Hidden energy, message from the universe, red with the energy of your connection, but I will point out, separate from the reading. So I don't know why I'm pointing that out specifically right now. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but that must mean something. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything, draw some universe cards at the end, see what else the fickle old gal has to say. And you can bet your sweet asses, and I know they are, there's going to be a link for an extended in the description. All right, let's go. Energy around the connection under the new moon in Pisces. Let's do it. Let's go. 7 Pentacles. Divine timing. It's also a slow down energy. It's the same thing I said about this. The energy of the connection right now, the universe has said, okay, everybody slow your roll. It's forcing some, it's a bit of a Groundhog Day kind of energy, if I could describe it that way. I don't mean where the little ground, I mean like the movie where the day keeps repeating, right? Round and round and round. It is. It's time itself. Our perception of time is slowing down here. It's giving everybody a chance to absorb, okay? Absorb all this dreamy energy. It's not, when Saturn's involved, you know, part of a teacher's job, Saturn being the teacher, is to help you understand the lesson, right? That's why if you have questions, it's okay, right? So that's what's going on here. It's a chance, let's slow down. Saturn is forcing, it's not just about the dreamy energy and then dismissing it and going away. It's about slowing it down. This is sort of a stopped energy here, but it's in a good way, in a very good way. A way that allows it to be absorbed. And then there's some reality there where it can happen. All right? Oh, wow. Okay. That is a weird energy. We'll see how it plays out. In the 3D, how are they behaving? Let's go. Focus, Steve. Okay. Yeah. Chariot. Somebody here's making some changes. This energy, the new moon energy, I'm going to broad spectrum it. The new moon energy, with, you know, energized by Saturn, with Saturn moving into Pisces right during Pisces season. This is our launch of Pisces season. The sun moving into Pisces, new moon in Pisces, Saturn moving into Pisces in about a week or a week and a half or whatever, you know, kind of time frame. It is, someone's making some changes. This is forward movement. It's all about, and this card also, the Chariot, represents this soulmate cycle for me. And the universe is throwing it for that reason too. Somebody here is doing something. There's also an energy of everything feels weird. And how am I getting that off the Chariot? I like transparency. I'm going to show you. Look at that up at the top, right? You've all gone outside and seen the sun, right? Up in the sky. You ever seen one with that? All right. What if the sun looked like that when you went outside? Okay? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's weird. Everything is weird and dreamy. It's otherworldly, and it's causing some change. Causing someone to want to... The thing about completeness energy, and again, it's my vernacular. It's my classification of it. But the thing about completeness energy is it does come to an end. It fades out. This particular energy will fade out around the end of March and sliding into April. But you don't want it to end. It's like one of those things, it's like a dream that you don't want to end and you're mad you woke up kind of a thing. It's like that. Changes. Changes. David Bowie on my table right there. Okay, soul. Their soul. The incoming energy is soul energy, but it bookends this. What is it? Tower. Oh, shit. I mean, it's tearing everything down. It also is slowing things down. Tower in the soul can be dangerous. All right, Tower in the soul, I don't always like it. Freaks me out sometimes, but you have to take it in context. And the context here, the reason this card came out, this is beautiful. This is a complete, again, it's everything I told you about this. Primary energy flow is 5D to 3D. So this Tower energy is in part why I read this card this way. Everything feels different. Everything feels weird. Everything is magical. It's all slowed down. It's in slow motion. right? Suspended animation kind of a thing where you really get to absorb the lesson. And as they do, it's a complete rebuild on their soul. It's a complete rebuild. I mean, total. You pull the engine out of the car, take everything apart, redo everything, replay. I mean, it is a complete rebuild. That's going to be interesting to clarify. What's the universe want to tell us? Now, remember, it's separate from the reading, but it is read with this Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. I see why. I get it. Yeah. Somebody's making somebody making some changes going toward the Nine Cups. Now, we have to relate this. The reason I said this is separate from the reading, and I pointed that out early on. Now I see the reason. That's why I said I get it. This ties directly to the Nine of Cups from the pre-shuffle. That Nine of Cups from the pre-shuffle, right, was something where it's hindered by someone sitting in basically something that's over. It was 10 swords up there, but it's 8 broken cups here. Okay? So, again, changes are being made. Somebody here is being forced to see everything. In other words, for all the magic that the completeness energy provides toward the soulmate connection and all that Six of Cups nostalgia that you can't place from past lives and things like that coming in, for all of that, there's an equal and opposite reaction on the other side. Because we're in, we'll call it suspended animation, and everything's going fairly slow. Everything's moving seemingly slow. Perception of time. They also have to sit in those 8 broken cups, and that feels slow too, which is, again, part of where this tower is coming from. I mean, it's unreal. That's why the soul is just breaking down. It's going, nope, 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 don't like this. No, I like what the dreams are. And that's why we have a Chariot here. So, and again, that completeness energy is something you don't want to lose. It's something you like very much. All right? You're going to be in it too. Keep that in mind. All right? All this applies to you in some way. We'll pull on that in the extended. You know, I will. But in the incoming energy here, you can sort of, in equal and opposite reaction, see how this might relate to you. You're going to have a pretty magical time too. All right? Here we go. A lot of people, most people will ignore it. Most people just go through life and they don't really pay much attention to the energy around them. They'll just completely ignore it. It'll seem March, they'll say, you'll run into them all the time. You'll see them at work or something like that. They'll say, March feels like a long month. Feels like it's going on forever. It's dragging. Those are people that aren't taking advantage of this energy. Yes, it is dragging. It is going on forever. It is. And if you stop saying that and dumping negativity into it, it's pure fucking magic. It's allowing for change. It's allowing for putting the bad behind us and moving forward. The March is the troubles are behind us month, but only if we put in the work. All right? And we've talked about that in recent readings. All right, here we go. In fact, didn't I do a read? Anyway, I don't know. My readings all blend together for me. I wash them, so you guys know more about it than I do. Hopefully you're paying attention. Anyway, that's important to understand. All right? It's not just about, that's why the tower's here, everything I said about that. They got to sit in those 8 cups too, those 8 broken cups. A lot of change here. Potential final outcome, read with our Chariot. I love it. Repeat. I said this ties to the pre-shuffle. And a card that comes out, whoosh, right out of it, giving birth to it, is the Emperor. The balanced Emperor drives the Chariot. It's just unreal. And it's somebody getting it right. This is a reverse eclipse. Right? This is the way an eclipse might actually look, with the dark in front of the whatever. This is also representing the new moon. It's just classic symbol. I just love it. This is communication. This is the Emperor. Who's making changes? The Emperor is making some changes. It's a balanced Emperor that drives the Chariot. The Chariot's being driven. There is someone, it's just crashing down. It really is. It's because of this energy. This is actually quite powerful here, and it's important to note that within this dreamy, imaginative completeness energy, as I call it, it's otherworldly. It is. And you want to stay in that other world. Let's see. Let's see where we go. Let's clarify. Let's talk to the witches. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Wow. That's freaking unreal. So far, again, I'm always shooting reality at you, because reality is what it's all about. This can be changes within a person, or it can mean, for some of you, it'll mean direct communication from them. Okay? We'll see which way the wind is blowing. And we'll see. I'll have the universe just in these clarifiers give me the wind direction. Right? We'll see. Give me the Seven of Pentacles here. Why is the Seven of Pentacles? I'm looking forward to this energy. I am. I'm looking forward to it. I like it. The last time this energy was here in this state, just for those of you that have been alive a while, you can, follow it. I'll give you 2 times this energy was here during Pisces season. This, what I label completeness energy. Because if I have a label for it, it would imply it's happened before, right? Okay. One time was Pisces season 2013. Okay? That was one time this exact type of energy was here. All right? The other time before that was Pisces season, oh God, I want to say 2009. I want to say that. I am not sure if it's 2009 or 2008. It could be, it's either or. I'm not sure which. So, if any one of those years means something to you, or something kind of happened, this is when this energy was here. All right? Now, I know for a lot of people, March of 2020 felt like a long month because of lockdowns and stuff like that, but that wasn't completeness energy. That felt like a long month because of all the changes going on around us, all right, and things along those lines. So keep that in mind. That was a little different in that year. We did not have completeness energy during Pisces season in 2020. I assure you. All right. 7 Pentacles. Why is it here? Talk about it. There's a lot of shuffling, universe. I'm running out of shit to say here. All right. Hermit. Yeah. The Hermit. I mean, normally I say in a reading, like, especially one where I know I'm going to extend it, I say we're looking for the devil, right? We're trying to find the devil. Like sometimes if we don't get a devil, I will try and find it in the extended reading. In this reading, we're actually looking for the World card. That's what we're looking for. We want to see a World card land on the table. And if we don't find it here, we're going to go look for it up in the extended, because that is Saturn. That is Saturn going to reflect itself in a World card. So placement is very interesting. I say that purely because I was hoping for a World card here. I'll be perfectly honest. I got the Hermit. That's fine. It's a very soul energy. It bookends the Tower here. I get it. It's a very soulful energy. But all of this right here is going to be keeping this person up at night. I felt this Hermit was very nervous. And it's very weird that I didn't know that was there. This energy is going to be keeping this person up at night. But for multiple reasons. One side of it feels good. The other side of it, it is sitting in those 8 broken cups. But that's why the Tower's here. Again, the Tower bookends the 7 Pentacles. It's tearing them apart. Is an easy way to phrase it. Okay? What's on top? Strength card. Heart chakra. That's all I get is heart chakra off that. Why is the Strength card open? Well, or here. Why is the heart chakra open, right? I don't know. Ace of Cups. That's why. Ace of Cups is starting to flow. The flow of energy on the 9 of Cups side, the soulmate side, is stronger than the flow of energy on their 8 broken cups side, which would be their life or how they've been living or who they've been living with, etc. The cups is starting to flow, and that's, in effect, this energy, because we want it so much, because we like it, because it's completeness energy, and we don't want it to end, makes us brave. It is inherently something that opens the heart chakra. And we get pretty brave when the heart chakra is open. It actually has that effect. All right? So that's all that's saying here. And it's nice. It is somebody who definitely does not want this energy to end. This dreaminess energy to end. They don't. And we see it here with the Chariot, and we see it here in the final outcome. And we see it ripping them apart here in the Tower. So let's pull on the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here? Why? 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 I already got a little bit of Saturn energy with the Emperor, but it's talking more about proof that they do learn something here, which is good. Saturn's a good teacher. It is. It'll hit you over the head with the lesson, but it'll come back around and do it again. So, and the World card is represented by Saturn because It's very similar. It represents a major change, the World card. And Saturn, our Saturn return, represents a major change. So it's like that, you know. So that's why I'm looking for the World. I'm not looking for a devil. I'm not. I don't care if I get one. It's not going to matter. It's just going to be tied to these 8 broken cups, probably. We already had it, and we already know that it is. This entire 8 cups ties to the pre-shuffle. It's the pre-shuffle wrapped up with one card. All right? The devil is in there. It lives down here next to cup number 2, the real jagged one. Why is the Chariot here? Let's find out. So I don't really care about the devil too much here. Yeah, look at this. It's crossed by 3 swords. Very, very, the card, wow, this thing's become powerful. The card that ends the separation phase in these soulmate cycles is the environmental energy around the changes they're making. And their changes they're making are represented here by, again, this completeness energy, everything feeling a little bit weird, a little bit different, but I like it, right? They like it. And the environment around them is a lot, it can, in an equal and opposite reaction, make you look at a lot of the pain that's going on within you. Let's find out what's going on here. What's on top? Yeah, the Hanged Man. Oh, I see. It's a whole new perspective on the pain. A whole new perspective on either past pain inside them, what they did to you, or what someone else did to them, or all 3. Okay? Why is the Hanged Man here? 5 of Cups. It's talking about the changes being made, the Chariot, the Emperor, jumping on the Chariot, wanting to keep chasing after that completeness energy high, wanting to keep it going because of the short-sightedness. It's saying similar to what the pre-shuffle said about, you know, somebody here has been allowing the wrong things to influence them, allowing the wrong people to influence them. They get a chance to kind of live a dream here a little bit. In this energy, we're very daydreamy. Incompleteness energy, and that's what this Pisces season is. That's what this new moon sets in motion, activated by Saturn, and then Saturn itself, not a week and a half, whatever later, moves into the actual sign of this. It moves into Pisces, hammering the lessons home. So we get a little period of the dreaminess, and then we get reality coming in, and the reality is this right here. And yeah, we drew the little halter top or the little bikini top on her, you know. Can't have 18 plus around here. That's not cool. All right. So, again, the change is happening because somebody's got a new perspective on this pain. What is this pain here? Yeah. And then do you want proof? Fine. Archangel Michael, Sword of Truth, Ace of Swords crossing the 3 of Swords, which is crossing that. So, yeah, a lot of truth here. Truth about the 8 of Cups, which also seems like it's going slow. It's going to make the broken cups here seem worse and worse, which is ripping them apart because the daydreams are good. It's almost like somebody who doesn't like their life, so they daydream, right? And that's their escape. In that, for people that are like that, what'll happen is they'll have to stop the daydream and do something in reality. But the whole time they're just quickly going through whatever their reality is to get back to the daydream. That's the goal, right? And they'll get back to it as soon as possible. You know, and that's kind of what this energy is, basically. Why is the Tower here? Under this energy, pretty much everyone is like that. All right? But not everyone understands this energy. For people that don't watch tarot readings, think what I do is bullshit or whatever, you know, energy this, I don't pay attention to energy, you know, those kind of practically people. March is just going to feel like a long, sloggy month. And they're going to miss it all of it, which most people do. To be honest, most people go through their whole life missing every ounce of magic that's around them completely because they focused on the wrong things. Well, that's what your person's new perspective is. I've been focused on the wrong things. This magic tastes great, right? Yeah. Why is the Tower here? Tell me about it. This ought to be interesting. Oh, flew out of the deck. Wanted to jump out. Look at that. Right there. I'll show you. It's right there. So we throw the top of the deck first, and then we look at the environmental energy. Okay. Again, go with the flow of energy. You should do that. You could do it with, I'm showing you here, that's how you live your life. Whatever. You know, you just accept and go and adapt. That's it. It's a secret to it. Smooth life. That's it. 7 Pentacles. Which all of this here is bookending 7 Pentacles. So, why is the Tower here? The Tower is here because this is happening. because it's ripping them apart. Okay, now we flip. Queen of Swords. All right. So we had to know that in that order. Because if I didn't have this Seven of Pentacles here, if I didn't know this first, I would say this person is cutting some things out, making some changes and things along those, because that energy feels like that. That's kind of how it feels, clearing the clouds away. But what's really happening here is while they're sitting in all of this, some cold, hard truths are coming to light. But your person usually shuts down when that happens. And they're trying to. Okay, I'm being honest with you. It's not all roses and rainbows. They're trying to shut this whole thing down. These dreams, even though they feel good, I don't like them. The moment they start to feel good, they shut it down. That's what they do. That's what runners do. Oh, I love this person. Oh my God. Oh shit, I love this person. Boom, book it for the hills. Gone, right? Well, these cold hard truths are coming through. They're not able to shut it down, and that's why the tower's there. It's ripping them apart. It really is. It's like your person, their feet is tied to one Mack truck and their neck is tied to another one, and the two Mack trucks are pulling in two different directions, stretching them. It's like that. Just enjoy the ride. Calm down. I wish I could talk to some of these runners. I don't want to, but I wish I could. Seven Pentacles. Yeah, Two Cups. Again, they can't shut it down. Look how bright that is. Look how bright and shiny it is. All right? That's it. What's happening here? Everything is in slow motion. All right, and they're living this, and they're loving this. It's Two Cups. It's the soulmate connection wins. Okay, this is directly bookending the Ace of Cups. All right, this is somebody here who, again, they can try and shut it down all they want, but they're not going to be able to. This is magic at play. And what's funny is that's where this energy comes in. This energy of the Six of Pentacles. And I'm like, what's all this gratitude energy coming off of it? The net result of all of this, which quite frankly, it makes me believe the Tower is here just so I say it blows my mind, is this person is actually grateful for you. Grateful for the connection. Because they wouldn't have had, at the end of the rainbow, at the end of all of the completeness energy and all of this, the universe kind of shooting ahead. This person is actually grateful that they crossed paths with you, because otherwise they wouldn't have had experienced any of that Six of Cups nostalgia energy, the Empress energy that's kind of coming up within them. It's really, really strange. But it is strange. You know, why wouldn't it be a strange reading? I showed you this energy here. I said, well, imagine you walked outside and saw that up in the sky. You'd think the world was coming to an end. What the hell is going on? Right? So it is strange. It's dreamy. It's completeness energy. And it slows things down very, very slow. Second slowest energy in the tarot. But the reason the universe gave me this is because it's still moving. Right? It's very, very persistent and methodical energy. It flows through. It's good. I like this. I can see why we got the Emperor here. But they're being ripped to shreds by this. Okay? Let's go. All right. Eight of Cups. Let's talk to the universe. Separate from the reading, but read with everything that's happening here. All right. Let's go. Eight of Cups. Why is it here? Why is it here? Okay. Yeah. The Hierophant is crossing it. What's under the Hierophant? The Two of Pentacles. Again, this person with their round and round and round. There's two, well, again, this just backs up what I said. This is all very spiritual. It's completeness, right? It's completeness energy. It's dreamy. It's imaginative. But it's got Saturn, the teacher, coming in. And hammering the lesson home. So there's two sides to the coin here. Round and round, they go back and forth between the 8 broken cups and the 9 of cups that they should be walking toward. One side they like, the other side they don't. Your person's a McDLT. Hot side hot, cold side cold. And they can't keep that up. I mentioned the McDLT because it was a failed sandwich at McDonald's. Why? Because nobody wants... If I want to build my own sandwich, I'll make one at home, motherfucker. I'll go wrap the fucking thing up, finished, and let me eat it. That's why it's a failed sandwich. Well, what the universe is saying here is this is a losing battle, round and round. The Hierophant's going to win. It says the same thing over here. The Two of Cups are going to win. You could try and Queen of Swords and fight it and, you know, try to do your usual bit, but it's not going to work. All right? What's on top? 9 Wands. Yeah. 9's are the end in tarot. And somebody here is still, the universe giving us a dose of Saturn here, a dose of reality. Somebody here is still putting up a little bit of a wall to it. They're getting in their own way a little bit. It's red with the Strength card. Heart chakra's opening. They know likey, but that heart chakra opening is making the sun peek through that wall. Why is the 9 of Wands here? 7 of Swords, everything I just said. This card is to back up my read on this card. It's right there. 7 Swords. Yeah, they're full of shit. All right? He's full of shit. I can't... What is he saying? He's saying, I can't see the sun. I don't know it's there. What do you mean you don't know it's there? You can't miss it. It's lighting up the sky. It's lighting up everything. He knows the sun is there and that wall is getting thin. All right? Your person's own bullshit is going away here. This is their urge to run away. It's everything we've just been talking about. But they can't. At the end of the day, the Hierophant here, you know, the lesson, the 9 of Cups is going to win. In fact, the 9 of Cups is the dominant energy on this 8 of Cups card. The 8 broken cups are just a tiny little section at the bottom. The rest of this implies the road to the 9 of Cups. All right, so that's fine. We need a dose of reality. We're not going to have a roses and rainbow reading. Your person will try to, as this energy flows, will try to stop feeling it. Absolutely they will. They're going to fail. They're going to feel it anyway. This is very powerful energy, and that's Saturn slowing things down. Okay? And when you slow things down, you force people to get the information. It's the difference between a teacher coming in and giving a lesson and talking really fast like an auctioneer, right? And then, you know, nobody really gets anything. Or coming in and talking really slow and explaining everything in detail and going back over it. And that's what's happening here. The person's having a little sit down with the teacher. Let's go, Emperor. Final outcome, a balanced Emperor. The outcome is, this is graduation day from the teacher of Saturn. We got a balanced Emperor. We've got feminine energy balanced with masculine energy. And it's all happening because of the new moon, right? I've got it red with the Chariot. I've got, by the way, in the 3D, I've got both cards that end the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. I got the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords was crossing. So again, backing up that's a balanced Emperor that's driving the Chariot there. It's a very controlled Chariot toward wanting to retain whatever these wonderful energies are. All right? Wanting to keep that. Because whenever we have completeness energy around, I have noticed, we don't want it to end. You know, it's a shame when it fades away. We notice when it fades away. All right? So, Emperor, why is it here? What's the final on this? What is it? What is it? Tell me. Oh, this is going to be, oh God, okay. All right, yeah. It's crossed by cards like blew up. 4 of Wands is the environmental energy around it. Somebody wants a stable new beginning. Somebody wants the real thing. Somebody wants to keep this. Somebody wants to marry you. I don't know. Could be. Whoa, okay. Underneath it is the moon. That's wild. They've secretly wanted this the whole time. Something they've carpet swept is now very much on the surface. Okay? And what have they carpet swept? Well, a whole lot of feelings for you. A toxic Ace of Cups. The toxic nature of what's on their side. I mean, all kinds of things. I mean, the list is a mile long. What's on top here? 9 Swords. Again, somebody has... It's... 9s are the end in tarot. It's another 9. It's nice to see, but I still get somebody who I think suffers from anxiety here. Again, it slows them down a little bit. It slows the Chariot down a little bit. It puts this anxiety, their anxiety over change, over this, over what should make them happy, hangs them up a little bit, slows them down, stops them, puts them on the fence. I still think a lot of the runners in this cycle would benefit for some actual 3D therapy, you know, along those lines. I've never seen a set of runners in a soulmate cycle. This is the 4th cycle I've studied since that's all I'm old enough to have been alive to be around for. But of all the runners in this cycle, of all the cycles, the runners in this cycle are the ones who just are so afraid of them. Anytime they feel happy, that's their trigger. It triggers something. It's very odd. All right. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Because of the Hermit. And what did I say about this Hermit? When he was over here crossing, I said he felt wobbly, didn't I? And these cards, I think these cards were already together back then. It really is. The Nine of Swords is here because of everything that's coming up, because of what they're realizing. They're realizing that again, they're getting slow motion. They're living completeness energy with their 8 broken cups too. And that's the 3 cups that are down here. It's someone really, think of it this way. When you daydream, everything is great, especially in this energy. When you daydream, it's beautiful. And their daydream, because of the 6 of Cups before the cut, is this connection and what it showed them. When we come back to reality, okay, from a daydream, sometimes everything looks like that, with smoke billowing and all kinds of, it's all just wasteland. So again, somebody's being forced to sit in this. Now imagine you were forced to sit in this. It feels like forever and ever. And there's that daydream, there's that thing I could have. That's why change is happening. That's why they end the separation phase ends. It ends because of all this stuff that they're being taught, that they're being shown by the Hermit's light here. Now this is also my Fool Hermit. It might take a leap of faith. It'll require a leap of faith for this person to come towards you. However, they are never, there's profound changes being made. They are never going to forget this period of time. Okay, this Pisces season. It will remain all year with them. And if they don't do anything, it will haunt them. All right, because then they're just stuck here. And that's one of the realizations. Because time will speed up again. Our perception of it will speed up again. Like I said, around the end of March, beginning of April. My guess would be probably around March 30th, something around that range, 27th to the 30th. Things start to speed up again a little bit, and things get back to normal. And this energy, and completeness energy is always missed when that happens. So it's a lot of dreaminess, a lot of imagination. It's nice to see from a person who's usually fairly unimaginative. It's nice to see. It's nice to see. Whether this results in communication for you, look, I got to be honest with you. I don't know. It is my Fool Hermit. It requires a leap of faith on their part. It should result in something. Some kind of movement towards you. The soul position tells us that. If it does happen, it is a leap of faith, like a Fool. It happens very quickly, very suddenly, and the Tower could also indicate that. All right? Because I got a Tower, 5D energy flow to 3D energy. A Tower, very fast energy that leads to a Chariot, also very fast energy. And the Chariot represents the soulmate cycle. So I've got an Emperor coming toward the soulmate cycle for sure. But I've got an Emperor who's also very anxious. And when any kind of swords with them, it could indicate that they're putting an end to it for some of you. It could. For some of you, there is communication here. But for others of you, it's somebody making some changes on their side, or at least going to very much miss. The regret is going to go to regret on crack. That's for sure. About not coming toward this soulmate connection, or not living their life based on what it taught them. But I think for a good number of them, because of the gratitude energy coming off this Six of Pentacles, I think they get it. I think Saturn does a very good job of teaching its lesson. It comes in with the initial lesson at the new moon, and then it comes in again with a backup lesson on the 7th of March when it moves into Pisces. All right? Let's see where we go here. Let's pull 3 cards from the universe, see what the universe wants to tell you. Sort of a segue into my Wicked Voodoo Extended, which, quite frankly, all bets are off in the Extended. All bets are off, because I'm going to pull on the completeness energy itself. I'm going to pull on I'm going to pull on this girl right here. All right? That's your person, male or female. I'm going to pull on the Tower. We're going to get all of it. 8 broken cups, the whole deal. We're going to find out how this energy, this completeness energy, as I'm calling it, affects you. All right, here we go. Page of Wands, Empress, 3 cups. A couple of cards from the pre-shuffle coming back at 10 swords. Final message from the universe here is, again, somebody wants to this energy should. I'm going to use the word should because I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do. I'm just going to paraphrase it. This energy should bring somebody hurling your way towards something that they once put 10 swords in and ran from. Okay? It should. At the end of the day, with all this dreaming, all of this energy, this Six of Cups energy that they're going to feel, this nostalgia they can't place, it's beautiful, it's magic toward you. It's going to make them curious, and it should bring them right to you. It should cause, this is my biggest card of communication in the minor arcana. All right? It should bring them right to you. Somebody opening up who once put 10 swords in what they felt, right? In their even attraction for you. All right? That's all the universe has to say. And underneath that is the 9 cups. Okay? Because that's what they're after. They're after those 9 cups. And again, this card ties directly to that card. So we definitely have to pull on the 8 of Cups and the extended because it's got a 7 of Swords on it. We got to take a look at what's going on their side, what's going on in their head. But this energy should, its purpose is to finally balance energy here in this soulmate connection. And we see it with the balanced Emperor, and we see the balance here in the soul with the 2 of Cups. All right? Now, we got to find that World card. And I might pull on it in the extended because the World is representing Saturn here and its lessons. And I want to kind of get a feel for it. Maybe you'll get it when I pull on you. I don't know. Well, whatever, we'll see. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. All right? This is a pretty powerful reading. This is a pretty magical and powerful time. I will call it magical. Why not? I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Again, the extended link is in the description. Good luck.